For those of you wanting to see a turntable video, you're in luck. I have a dual 1228. This one's actually not in for service because the guy that owns it did his own service, but he kind of messed up and it's not working properly, so he brought it to me to set it up and adjust it. Here we go. Okay, this dual 1228 was brought in for service. This is a quick setup on this thing. The guy that serviced it obviously didn't know a hell of a lot about what he was doing, and the arm is not dropping, it's sticking. And yeah, you can push it over, but it won't. It's kind of sticking up here. And if you put it on start, moves over like that, it stops. So it's got some issues, and what typically happens on this is people make adjustments that they don't really know what they're doing. Somebody has messed with the arm position adjustment and they've actually put it on tight. We're going to back this off. Now, if this is misadjusted, it'll play. See, when it was turned too tight, it wouldn't even, if I put it back where it was, it won't even drop the needle. The needle is too high. So it'll now play, but if I select start, chances are it's not going to drop in the right position on the record. And the reason for that is what this adjustment does. I'll show you. The bottom's off this unit, so I'll show you what it adjusts in the bottom. That's adjusting this bracket here. Now this lever here, this is what selects your speed, but it also selects the record size. So 33 versus 45, right? So a 12-inch record versus a setup, and it does it by moving this lever back and forth, which will determine where this cog makes contact when it moves the arm over. Of course, the super pimple is underneath here that makes contact with the actuator arm. So what we need to do is we need to adjust this screw to the correct height for the control arm. So to do that, I'm just going to go back. I'll back it off another half a turn or so here, and we'll just see whether we're going to drop in the right place. And it's just basically a matter of adjusting it to get the right settings. There, now it's going to go over far enough and drop. And if I put it to 45 and hit start, it should now move over to the 7-inch position. Once it's set correct, the arm will drop in the appropriate position. Just want to make sure that it picks up at the end, which it does. So setup is complete. This is more of a tutorial for people that are doing their own servicing, because I'm not being paid to fix this one because I didn't service it. It was brought to me because it wasn't working properly. The guy that owns it wanted to fix it. Actually, I'll be charging him for it, but I'm not going to be charging him much to make this adjustment because he didn't pay me to do the actual repair on it. So I'm just showing you guys what can happen when you make incorrect adjustments. This is the adjustment for the automatic tone arm, and it's not supposed to be tight. It's actually supposed to be in a relatively loose position, because this is what's used to determine where the record drops and the height for the pickup And the actual height adjustment's over here. There's on the back here. There's a screw down on the back side of the tone arm, which determines what position and how high the arm is lifted. And you want it high enough so that it's going to clear. It's going to clear the little catch here. If it's too low, it's going to catch this. And if it's too high, obviously it's going to raise the arm too high, and it may not lower it enough to play the record. So typically you want it so that when you've got the cueing arm about halfway, it starts to play. That's typically the position. Anyway, that's all there is to this one. As I say, this has already been serviced. It was lubricated, cleaned, and everything. It's just that the guy that owns it, when he put it back together, he cranked everything down tight. And that is something that you don't do. The same as these screws here, right? He had these screws, the anchor screws. He had these things so tight. You know, normally you just thread these down so that they hold the transport screws in place. These were so tight I had to use a screwdriver to back them off. So, and this one was so tight I had to use a screwdriver to back it off. And that's a good way to bugger up your turntable. That's it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell if you want to be notified of my newer videos. Again, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one real soon.